Instead of using the V word, I'm going to use illness. When this illness came along, I believed what I was told. But after a short while, I realised there wasn't people that I knew who knew other people who were dropping dead. And I saw famous people on the internet talking about getting this thing, and they knew they had it because they'd been tested, but they didn't even have any symptoms. And I thought, yeah, this sounds real. This sounds real, realistic. This is what happens. Not everyone goes down with the same illness. Some people just have immunity, natural immunity. Anyway, at the beginning, I thought they've got two choices: to shut the whole system down, so there'd be no more imports or exports, etc. And I thought they can't shut the economy down like that. It would destroy too many people. Not just small businesses, but big businesses as well, chains. And this thing isn't going to end. It's going to go on forever and ever as it mutates. So I thought they have to go the other way, which is just to accept it. Those who die, die, just like in the war. When we had bombs dropping all around us, we didn't suddenly give up and say, okay, take us over. We just carried on as usual. And it worked really well. People did die, of course, but you've got to accept these things. Then we had the Spanish flu, didn't we? And people died there, and we still carried on living. We didn't give up on life. So I had friends saying that it seems a bit more to this than meets the eye, and I was thinking the same thing. It doesn't seem quite right. And I looked at the official deaths in England, and it wasn't going up over the years. It was staying about the same, static, and it should be going up. And I was talking again to friends, sharing my views, and then sharing their views. And I've come to the decision that it really is about control. To the normal person, you would think that they've got enough control over us. And at the beginning, when this thing started, this illness, I was talking to a young girl at the bus stop, and she said, but they control us anyway. And yeah, I guess they did. But they're always afraid that there's going to be a riot or something, and powers are going to change, just like it did in France years ago. The revolution. The people at the top are always scared of the people at the bottom because there's so many of us, basically. They want total control where they take over our minds completely. So it's the violent husband, the controlling husband, and the wife situation we're talking about here. The husband will quite often tell the wife they can't go out, they have to stay in. Like a slave, really. He tells her to do this, tells her to do that, and she does it. So it's all about control, complete control. And that's what they're doing with us now. It's the husband, it's the controlling husband and wife, the slave, who's under complete control. Why do the husbands tell the wives, you can't go out, you've got to stay in? Control. You would think that they would have enough control by allowing the wife to just go out anytime she wants to do the shopping, but no. He makes demands on her, and he tells her when she can do this, and when she can do that, and when she can go out. And when she goes out, what she's got to do out there, shopping or whatever, or go to the laundrette or whatever. She has to always be under his thumb. And that then makes him feel that he's totally in control, and he feels quite good about that. And I think we've got the same situation here going on. The trouble is, just like the wife, most people just accept the rules and regulations, the new rules and regulations. And later on, there's not going to be any, well, we're going to ask the public and suggest to the public they've got to do this and they've got to do that. Later on, it's going to be lockdown, and that's it. No arguments. And that is total control. Just like the book I'm listening to now, and I've listened to it many times and read the actual book, 1984 by George Orwell. In the book, they've got TV screens everywhere, outside and inside, and the person at the other end of the TV screen can actually see you in your home and talk to you. If they see you doing something wrong, they will tell you, what are you doing there? What are you hiding behind your back? What are you writing? You're not allowed to write. Why have you got paper and pen? These things already happen in North Korea. Such madness, such strict regulations. So don't believe it can't happen here and in Europe in general. Who's leading all this? America, for sure, America. America's so powerful they can shut countries down. If they don't follow what America says they've got to do, they can shut the countries down. They can destroy them, just like they did with Russia. No one can deal with Russia because of America. No imports, no exports with Russia because of America. Their ruble went down the drain in a month or so when they went up against America. No, these are dangerous times. It's not so bad for me because I'm 70 and I haven't got much life left, I wouldn't think. But about you people out there, the young people who are watching this, how do you feel about it? Your future being destroyed where you've got no freedom. Don't think you'll be able to travel anywhere you want in the future like we did in the past. Over the years, of course, I've seen more and more rules and regulations tightening themselves on us. We can't do this, we can't do that, don't turn left, don't turn right, 40 miles here, 20 miles there. Regulations everywhere, where to park, where to cross. And in America, if you just walk straight across the road and a policeman saw you, you would be fined for jaywalking. It's against the law. There are these madnesses going on, and it's happening here. And the funny thing is, people don't seem to know it because they're so dumb. Humans are dumb in general. Hopefully you, my viewer, are not so dumb and you realise what I'm saying. There is some truth to what I'm saying. What we can do about it, I've no idea. In a way, I'm just Mr. Nobody. I have no power. All I can do is say what I think is going on. Have you noticed they tell us how many people get this illness? But they never tell us how many die. Very few people die of the illness. And also, officially, if they find that you've got that illness because of test, and you die, let's say, of cancer, officially they put down that you died of the illness. Now, there's something that stinks about the whole thing. And I saw just lately on the internet, I'm not sure if it's true, but they're showing empty shelves in the supermarkets, and I've seen empty spots in my supermarket. My favourite honey doesn't exist anymore on the shelves, and my favourite crisp doesn't exist. But they're saying that this is going to go on forever. It's not going to change. Shortages are just going to get worse over the years. And even the Prime Minister says that this is going to go on beyond his life. Do you people really want that? I say just ignore it and carry on as usual. The trouble is, most people won't listen to me. I've talked to people outside on the streets, and they just give me this look that I must be mad to say such a thing. Just because someone is in a position of power doesn't mean to say everything they say is true, is correct. Look at Chairman Mao, the mistakes that he made when he was in charge. He destroyed the country, China. If you like my videos, do give me a thumbs up and click on subscribe.